Trick number 11 is the third in the series that I consider lifesavers. So along with stay, come, I think every dog should know leave it. Imagine if you are older or you're visiting an elderly relative, or doesn't even need to be elderly, anybody that takes medication, if they accidentally drop a pill, this is a command that could save your dog's life. When I first got Riley, I actually had every intention of training her to be a therapy dog. And so I knew we were going to be in and out of hospitals. And this was a critical skill I needed her to have, just for the sheer potential that if somebody knocked food over or knocked a pill container over, I didn't want her immediately scavenging the ground. So I taught her leave it. Again, Riley already knows this command. Riley, can you come here? I'm not going to give her any clues as to what I'm going to do. How we teach this is we simply put a treat out, and we have to be, sit. We have to be really ready to take the treat back. This is what happens when you shape a dog. So I'm just going to put it on the ground, and I'm not going to tell her to do anything. I'm going to put it on the ground, and I'm going to be ready to take it back immediately. She's got to leave it alone. This is the first step. Good girl. So again, I wanted her to just see it for a second, leave it, not rush in there to get the treat, and then I clicked and gave it to her. Some trainers disagree on this, whether or not I should give her the treat that I'm asking her to leave, or if I should give her one from my bucket. My two, it doesn't really seem to matter. Can you back up? Come here. Back up. This may be like teaching your dog. Since I'm not giving her the cue, which I don't want to, she's acting a little bit hooliganish. Come here. Come here. Good girl. I tend to give them the ones that I leave on the ground, simply because it builds a little drive and interest in that object that they know if it's something they really want, I'm eventually going to give it to them. Again, I have to be really ready to cover those treats if she goes for them. Good girl. That is going to be way too long for your dog. You basically need to show them the treat, leave it. Show it, be ready to cover it up. 1 second, we give it to her. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. Again, I always try to pick it up and give it to them so that they know it's not just a rushing around. Come here. Once we give that a cue, sit. Good. It may be easier on this trick for you to say leave it each time from the very beginning. Leave it. Once we get that on a cue, we build time. Good girl. And you can see when I say leave it, Riley calms down. Leave it. Good girl. We can also up our ante. This is an advanced trick. I admit Riley's known this for a while, even though she's acting like she doesn't. Lay down. Leave it. You leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl.